Hi, welcome back. Thanks for stopping by. It's been a while since I've done an update on the renovation of the farmhouse that my son and his wife own, and thought I'd give you a little shot of what we're doing. This is the next project that we started after we finished the sills and the floor inside of the story-and-a-half part. So you can see this is the metal roof on the driveway side of the house. And here's the back side. The roof doesn't leak, but it looks bad, and so it wasn't suitable for insurance. And so we've had to change that. We'd want to anyway, based on how it looks. And if you notice in the valley there where the roofs all come together, it's kind of popping into the picture now, but there's an issue there where the valley kind of runs into the gable wall, acts as a dam. Underneath the tin, we kind of expected to find cedar shingles, but it was roll roofing right over top of the original roof boards, and it's boarded in with full inch thick boards. I'll show you some of the finished roof here at the end of the video. So this is the upper end of the house, and this is where we ran into some problems. The elevations of the ground were higher than the sills around this piece of the house, and so the sills weren't good, and we didn't realize that. We knew that underneath of that garden door that's on the right side, that it was spongy, but we thought it was just a bad place in the floor, but it was not. So we wound up making the decision that it would be easier and more economical to tear this down than it would be to try and fix it. So I'd gone ahead and separated these pieces of house. So what's being torn down is completely detached from the parts that are going to be left standing, so there was no chance of it being damaged. This is a friend of ours who does lots of construction work. Gentleman is 82 years old and works, I think, 7 days a week, and he enjoys tearing these things down, so he went to town on this one. I'll just let you watch that for a bit here. So everything needs to be broken up into small enough pieces that can fit into a truck to be hauled away safely without overhanging the box or blowing away. So that's why he's taking a little extra time to beat this up into a smaller piece. You'll see that happen throughout. Well, there was a mechanical issue with the big excavator, so he actually has a second one, which is much smaller, but does the job just as well. So here we get everything torn apart and ready to be cleaned up, and we never wiggled the old part of the house at all, and everything is cleaned up here now. So we dug a foundation underneath where that was, and there's just the foot and course forms. That's just a 5.5 foot deep foundation. There's the forms there. So we poured our wall and put a drain tile around the outside, and you can see the drain where it comes off there and runs across to lower ground. And here we're just backfilling, and everything's all backfilled now with a new floor on. I didn't get any pictures of the walls. I find it hard to video and work at the same time to get anything worth looking at. So one thing we had to do is we had to finish this gable end before we get the roof on this new part, because it's going to be a metal roof and it's going to be impossible to get up there to work without damaging the roof. So we stripped the wall, took the windows out because they aren't going to be useful any longer in the new configuration, and insulated it. And we put a truss up against the wall because it needed to be flashed from the gable wall over top of the new roof, and so that had to go on. The flashing needed to be there before the roof goes on. And so you see there's one truss up against the house already anchored, and then we got the siding done. And the last picture here is just with the soffit and fascia on that end. And here's where we're at today. You can see the roof on the part that we're kept, and obviously you can see the color of the siding that's going to go on. So this is all ready now for a metal roof. Everything is complete. We're going to put a little bit of sheathing on the two side walls now. But as you saw in some of those other pictures, we've been getting snow and thaws here. So we're running out of time. So once we get this on, we're going to get the windows and doors in and get this weatherproof, and then we'll be back to working inside. So I hope you enjoyed the update. I'm sorry they don't come more often. I do find it very hard to video and actually do work and get any kind of video quality at all. So just going to resort to taking a few shots of afters and befores, and hopefully you enjoy it. And we will see you next time.